Sophia here for my great challenge. Welcome back to my channel and another holiday baking. I'm on vacation. There's so much going on. Oh my god. Wait until I'll tell you everything that's going on. But anyway, there's some good stuff and bad stuff. Oh, I love for you guys to speculate. Anyway, I'm baking today. I'm not making the madeleines because I messed them up last week and I still haven't figured out why I messed them up, and I think it's because I added chocolate to them. So sometimes this week I'm gonna remake madeleines, probably during my regular Christmas vlogging series. But today I am making something I've never had before, but heard of. They are called Italian Pecan Meltaways. And they're called meltaways because they melt in your mouth. And why do they melt in your mouth? Because butter. Lots of it, lots of butter and sugar. Anyway, it's the holidays, let's have some good time. We'll think about losing the double chin and the saddlebag in January. So they're supposed to be made with pecan, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two batch. Well, actually I'm going to make a double batch. One batch is going to be pecan and the other one is going to be cranberry, because dry cranberries, because I'm not a fan of pecan. Which really, if I was going to bake for the family and try to maintain this fantastic figure of mine, I should just try to make all the desserts I don't like. You know, the stuff with the frosting and all of that. That's really what I should be making. All sorts of desserts I don't eat. But anyway, I got the recipe from Yummy. I'm gonna put it right here for you so you can see it. Let's find the recipe. It's called Pecan Meltaway Cookies. 380 calories per serving, and there's 9 servings, and I don't know how many cookies is a serving. It's not a lot, I'm pretty sure. So the ingredients are basically butter, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, flour, salt, chopped pecans, and more powdered sugar. Oh boy. So let's get started. I'm going to give you the list of ingredients, and again I'm going to do two batch, so I'm doubling the batch. I'm going to do one with pecan without the light glaring you, and one with dry cranberries. Okay, let's get started. So the recipe calls for 1 cup of butter, so that's basically 2 sticks. Okay, I don't know why Land O'Lakes started doing their sticks of butter in half. It's weird, but because I'm doing 2 batches, we're gonna do 2 sticks of butter. All right, so 2 cups of butter, and I need to leave it at room temperature. And for this you need 1/2 cup, but again I'm doubling it, so we're gonna do a full cup. There we go, 1 cup of powdered sugar. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and again, because I am doubling it, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons, oops, plus some. Next ingredient is the flour. You need, for the regular recipe, you need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and since I'm doubling it, I'm going to do 4 cups. Next is 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and again I'm doubling it, so get 2 of those. And the last ingredient is 3/4 of a cup of chopped pecan, which is pretty much a full cup of pecan, and then I'll do a full cup of cranberries for the second batch, and that's it. That's the ingredients. So again, we got butter, powdered sugar, flour, salt, vanilla, and pecan or cranberries. And you know, this is a very easy recipe. So the first thing I need to do, because my butter is really not all that soft, I'm going to put it in a microwave and do soften, not melt, just to get it a little bit more malleable. And all I have to do is cream my butter with the powdered sugar. And once that's cream, I'm going to add the vanilla extract. And to that mixture, I'll slowly incorporate the flour and the salt, little by little. You don't want to overmix it according to the recipe. Because remember, you want a ball, not a flat cookie. And once it's mixed, you add your chopped pecan, roll them into little balls. They go in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Let them cool. Roll them in more powdered sugar. And that's about it. How easy is that? It does have to stay in the fridge for 1 hour before you put it into the oven. And now you know why I picked this recipe to do or make today, because during that hour, I'm going to multitask. I'm going to decorate my dining room, do the rat tree. So this is gonna go in the microwave to soften a little bit, and then wondering, do I want to do it in the mixer or do I want to do it by hand? I may do it by hand this time around because the powdered sugar in the mixer, in the stand mixer, is going to fly all over the place. So let me soften this. I'll be right back. So here we go. Powdered sugar. And then my butter that I ran twice. So some of it is melted, some of it is softened. How can you go wrong with butter and sugar, really? I don't think you can. Okay, let's mix this and cream it. So that's it, that's enough. Going to add my vanilla. And I'm sure you can do all sorts of flavors. If you want to do peppermint and then roll them in dark chocolate and crushed candy cane, you can do that. Like I said, it's a very easy recipe so far. Hopefully I don't mess this one up. And if I do, I'll keep it on. So you can all tell me what I did wrong, other than perhaps the butter was too soft. Okay, I'm ready to add, or incorporate rather, my salt. And we're going to do flour a little bit at a time. And they say don't overmix it. So I'm just going to fold it like this and just keep adding my flour a little bit at a time. So I think I mixed it all. Now what I'm going to do is use my little mixer and chop my pecans into tiny bits, not powdered, just little chunks, and then separate this in half, do one batch with pecan and the other batch with cranberries. Say that's about right. So now I have two bowls. In one of them I'm going to put cranberries, and I'm going to cut this in half And one is going to be cranberry, and the other one is pecan. Okay. I'm gonna mix them by hand. And again, they say don't mix too much. I think you don't want to mix them too much because otherwise they get really, really hard. So we're gonna leave that alone. Okay, so that's the pecan one. And this is going to be the cranberry one. Okay, that's it. All right, so that goes in the fridge for an hour. And basically when I come back, what we'll do is that we'll grab some with a spoon like this, okay? And we'll make little balls like this that will go in the probably a little bit smaller than that, and they'll go in the oven for 10 minutes. So let's just put that in the fridge. Let me cover it with wrap first, and then an hour in the fridge. Okay, it's been over an hour and Willie and I finished the tree, and I'm going to roll those in little balls and they're gonna go in the oven for 10-12 minutes at 350 degrees. So you make little balls like this. Why do I have a feeling this is not gonna work? Okay, so here's one. Maybe this is a little bit too cold. I can't really roll them. So basically I'm just sticking a little bit in my hand, warming it up, and making little balls like this. And they're not supposed to flatten and make a cookie, it's supposed to just stay as a little ball. So what I'm doing is using a spoon and grabbing a little bit of that paste, and then I'm just molding it, and the warmth of my hands is melting the butter enough to allow me to shape it as a little ball. Like this. Okay. I hope I can do that with the cranberry ones. And they're not supposed to flatten, because they're not really your traditional cookie, but if they do, then we know that I messed up. As I mentioned earlier, I've never made those before, so we'll see. Right, so I'm just going to continue to make those, and they go in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Then you let them cool, you roll them in powdered sugar, you let them cool down a little bit more and roll them a second time in powdered sugar, and then they're ready to be eaten. Okay, so the pecan ones are done. And one batch, by the way, remember I double did it, but these are just the pecan, and one batch does about 45 of those little balls. Alright, so it's going to go in there for 10-12 minutes. Hopefully they don't flatten. I hope they don't. So unfortunately I have to wait for them to bake in order for me to do the cranberry one, because I only have 2 cookie sheets. So I tried the dough. It's nice. It's not too sweet. I assume that once you roll them in the confectioner sugar, got a nice, if they're gonna be sweeter, it's got a nice pecan flavor. And this is all I got left, which is pretty much leftover pecan. So I'm not gonna use that. I gotta wait 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna start rolling the cranberry ones, and then I'll put them in the oven. And while they cook, those will be cooling down, and then I have to get my powdered sugar to roll them into it. Actually, it tastes pretty good, like an Italian cookie, you know, like a yeah, it tastes pretty good. There's no egg in it, it's just butter. Remember, it's just butter and flour and sugar, that's it. So that's interesting. The cranberry ones are actually easier to shape. I guess because the cranberries are holding the stuff together. Might be interesting. Let's see which one tastes better. Can you imagine one with just lemon zest in it? Or orange water instead of the vanilla? So it's been 10 minutes. Well, actually a little bit more, over 10 minutes. Let's look at them. Oh, good. They didn't flatten out. Okay, so not a total fail yet. How do you know if they cooked or not? I don't know. Let's put them an extra minute. Let's do 1 more minute. Okay. Stop time. Leave the oven on because I have the cranberry ones. And these babies need to cool down before I roll them into powdered sugar. So that gives me time to finish rolling the cranberry ones. Okay, so these guys are cooling off. So what I'm doing now is basically rolling them in powdered sugar and putting them in a bowl, and then when they're completely cold, I'll roll them again. What's going on right now is that because they're still warm, the powdered sugar is melting on the surface, and then the latest powdered sugar coating is going to be the one that stays. Don't know if that makes sense. And by the way, this is all I have for powdered sugar, so that's not a lot. I can take these guys off those cookie pans or sheets because I need to put the cranberry ones in. Powdered sugar is not hard to make. I just have to put it in the mixer. Yes, I heard you. Okay, so these are the cranberry ones. Okay, see that? Alright, so we're gonna let them cool down a little bit. These here are still warm, so I gotta let them cool completely before I add another layer of sugar. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing in the dining room. And when you see me again, I'll have both of these coated, and then we'll make a second coat of powdered sugar, if I have enough, and then we have to try them. So I'm back, and guess what? I'm out of powdered sugar, but what I do have is powdered chocolate. If only it would come out. Alright, hold on. So some of them I'm going to cover them in Cadbury powdered chocolate. Because why not? Alright, so I'll have some powdered sugar one and some chocolate ones. Alright, let me finish this and then we'll try them. Okay, so they're done, and I have to say the presentation leaves to desire. This was a really messy recipe. I hope they taste good because I have powdered sugar and powdered chocolate all over. You constantly have to wash your hands. This was easy to make, but it's messy. So we're gonna try them, one of each, a cranberry and a pecan, to see what it tastes like. The recipe says that this is the ideal, Scott's making a coffee. The recipe says that this is the ideal type cookies to bring to, you know, families or work or whatever. I don't know about that. The sticky, this seems to be very fattening, and then, I don't know.
What's the matter?
You know, there's a new one coming up. There's a new design coming up.
You tell me.
Yeah, there's a new design coming up before, probably tomorrow. So we'll see. I hope you like it. Anyway, t-shirts available at Microwave Challenge Gift on Etsy. All right, so you have some chocolate coated one. These are cranberry ones, and these are pecan. Now, come on, I don't.
All right, so this is what? Chocolate
They're
coated?
both. They're all the same, but one is.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
No.
Let me try a cranberry one. I don't know. I'm just not wowed by these. I don't like them.
There's definitely good stuff all over your hand.
I don't like them. It tastes like the butter is bad.
You just bought it today.
I know. That was a flop for me. No, there was a lot of work for this. You want another one? I don't like it.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I don't like them. Have fun. The kids will like them. Edward's gonna like them. I don't know. I mean, they do melt in your mouth. They're called meltaways.
Yeah, they kind of melt.
I don't know what to say. Usually I'm wowed by everything I make.
I still have a little Dorito powder in my mouth, though.
Oh, you said, oh, because you were having Doritos?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't recommend them, for me. To you, I don't recommend them. I don't know if it's this particular recipe. It just tastes like the butter is rancid. I don't know why. Because the butter is super fresh. They do melt away, but it doesn't have any crunch. No, I'm not wowed by it at all. You got powdered sugar all over you now.
Oh.
Okay, so this was a 2 thumbs down for me on this one. I do not like this recipe. Scott, what'd you give them? Mix, right? So he's being generous.
No, it's
No?
all right.
It's all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't request that you make it again, but...
I'm definitely not. Okay, so I made the Pecan Meltaways from that website, Yummy. I know a lot of people love them. I just don't see it. If you like those cookies, if you want to call them cookies or balls, whatever, comment down below and let me know if the recipe is similar to what you make, and if you you know, have similar reaction from other people, because I don't like the texture of it and I don't like the taste of it, so that's too bad. Boy, I'm stuck with like 90 of them now. What am I gonna do with 90 of those? Well, that's less calorie on my saddlebags and gut, because I'm gonna stay away from them. I did not care for the Meltaway. So that would be it for this video. I'm gonna go and finish my dining room, and I don't know what I'm gonna make. Sometimes this week I'll make something else. Oh, maybe I'll film the dinnerlies.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna do the Madeleine.
Oh yeah, I gotta do the Madeleines, and then, well, I'll see. I still don't know what I'm gonna do for the holidays in terms of videos, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sometimes a recipe sounds great, and then as you make it, you're starting having doubt. I had doubts when I was rolling them together. It was just like, I don't see how this is gonna turn into a cookie. And then once you start tasting them, your doubts are being confirmed. This is probably a excellent cookie for a lot of people. It's just not for me. It's not my type of cookie. I like a good old biscuit that's like, you know, you break your teeth on it. Like a tea biscuit, I like that. This is just, I'm not a fan. So there you go. Sometimes you think something is gonna taste good. The ingredients are all right, put together, sounds wonderful, and then the execution of it was kind of meh for me. It made a big mess in the kitchen that now I have to clean, and then the final product is a disappointment to me. So that was it. Still give me a thumbs up for effort, and that would be it. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye. Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.